I hope it stays. Ooh. It's a little overcast climate here. You can see the big fat face of mine. So, good morning, guys. I'm actually driving to help some people. You know, Helping people is my job. Whoa. See, the moment people sees you coming about to get into the road, they start increasing speed. Haven't you noticed that? You are coming from a pocket road, trying to get into the main road. The people who sees you coming up, I don't know what is wrong with these people. This is going to be a rainy day, and if it's going to rain like hell, I'm going to be in serious trouble because I need to move a lot of stuff from my house to this thing because I'm moving. I guess are these guys are too slow. Oh man, they're digging in front of a funeral home. What are they trying to do? Bury people there and then. So, I know there are two places I am actually live broadcasting. I don't know whether it is showing up in either one of these places. I just started it. I haven't received any message from Joe saying that they can see it. But the forum where this is getting really live broadcasted, and I think I'm on YouTube too. I really don't know whether they both can see me. Uh, why it looks like that, that is a very beautiful day. That's a bus stop. So I got to be very careful here. This Walmart, there's a Walmart right beside where I live. Uh, there's a lot of traffic every moment of the day. Every moment. I mean, whether you come early in the morning, whether you come in the afternoon or evening, night. This Walmart is open some 24 hours. So there are, cars backed up here. They may be doing good. So this is come on, man, come on, don't break. There's nothing there. He's slow like hell to turn. So here is a quick adventure we had last evening. We went to see a house, and the moment me and my friend, the realtor, I'm not going to name him. The moment we entered he went into the house, and then he came back immediately. And I was like, what happened? Is there anything dead there? My fear was that, there's something like, this is a little older home. And he's like, it smells bad. I was like, how bad the smell can be? And I went in there, and I still have the headache I got from there. I mean, that's like, there's another realtor came with another client to see that house. He said, this is probably somebody died in here, and the body was left here. And after that, when they clean up, they use some sort of chemicals. It is that smell that's coming out. And my one of my relatives also came to see the house. I told him even before here, he said, "Get a mask." It is so bad. I don't know how people can leave houses that way and try to sell it. At least when you are trying to sell it, make sure you clean the whole thing up and sell it. It's hopeless. People when they leave their houses. I'm actually moving out of my condo. I don't really. Okay, I need to adjust this. So that, I know, because I saw the message coming in. Adjust your thing a little more high. I don't know why, but that's what Joe said. So Joe can see me. So So the greatest success is in that forum. So now I'm going to leave all these talk and I'm going to get in there. So here is the thing. We are in a critical mass situation. I'm going to release a poem. I'm going to release a poem later today. And this poem is the one I was actually talking about in the last video. It's about 64 lines long about a girl from Kazan, Russia. And I may have to give you a little background on that. I may give a little background on that, if I'm actually recording a video in YouTube presenting the poem. The the Kazan is a place in old Soviet Union, Russia. Right now part of Russia. It is the capital of the Russian Republic of Tatarstan. It's a very 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 nice place. I mean, I have to admit that. Wonderful people. Whether they are a great example of how people can coexist. Because is the Tatar people. I mean, they are a ethnic group within Russia. Then the other people are of Russian origin, migrated during the Soviet times. They coexist. There is no problem there. There is no fighting between people or killing or anything like that. I mean, that is a great example. I mean, even this lady was actually explaining to me. I have to call her. I cannot say girl because she's a little more older than a little girl. So this girl had gone through a really rough time in her childhood because at the age of about 8, I think, between 6 and 8. I think it is 8, when she was 8 years old. She lost her mother, and she lost her mother in a very brutal manner. Her father and mother got separated, and her father kind of lured her mother to go with him for a visit to some relative or something like that, and beat her up. I mean, beat her up so badly in about a week. She spent a week in the hospital and she passed away. So that sounds really bad. It didn't end there. Then her mother's relatives took care of her, but her mother's relative always was saying she is kind of her father's character, and the abuse continued. Abuse continued to a great extent in her childhood. Then it became bad when she was almost an adult. Her own cousin tried to rape her. She said tried to. 2 times he tried to rape her. That's what she said. So I do not have any. If you are asking me what evidence I have about this, I don't know. I don't think I have. But why would anybody come and say things like that? This is where things can actually get a little weird. I think last video I mentioned, this girl is a classic case of, there are people who get fear in their mind. When fear grows, it grows to an extent of a paranoid situation. In scientific terms, it's a paranoid schizophrenia. This girl is not paranoid. Her thing is this eagerness for love. She wants somebody to love her and love her in the way she wants. So the thing is, this paranoia actually led to something called an obsessive compulsive disorder. Because if I may actually give a little idea about this, is I'm not a psychological expert or a psychologist or anything, but from my reading about this, even a long time back, the compulsive part comes first. Even before her mother passed away, her mother was very strict, and her father was very strict. Everything need to be in order. It's like a military, background, she had. Holy moly, there is an accident I can see here. I don't know. it is a Mercedes van crashed into something. I don't know what exactly it crashed into. There is no other vehicle. So the compulsive part comes first at that time because she is compelled to do things, and that becomes the obsession even when they grow up. Because the reason why this happens is when that parent, one parent or both parents are gone. For her, in her case, both parents are just taken away in a matter of you know days because her father got arrested, her mother passed away. When both these things are gone, then she became that that compulsive behavior became an obsession, and this is one of her problems. And it's not that she mentioned something to me like I have an angel who speaks to me. This is where things started interesting for me. Until that, I was not even thinking about writing anything about her, and I was like, wait a minute. You see this angel? She said, no, I do. And the angel talks to me. So then I understood, okay, yeah, her problem is this. This OCD eventually became this eagerness for love and everything got manifested into she feeling that love from this angel. There is another part which I didn't actually add. Okay, I didn't end this in the most truthful way. I have to end it at a point with a personal connection. You understand? Everything I write about, when I end it, I usually bring in something personal, like whether how I am connected to this. I put a romantic twist into it, from my side to it, and finished it. Even though there is no romance, we haven't talked afterwards. But I do have the permission to use her picture along with this. I may have to confirm with her whether I still can use it as she's not communicating. Communication coming from Russia is what I can say is rudimentary. It is maybe 1 week they will communicate, then the VPN will be gone, then they have to use something else to actually connect using any of these messengers, like Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp or things like that. So that's her situation. So that may be the reason why she's not communicating at all. So I may have to get that final confirmation, and later tonight I will post it. Because if I'm posting it now, it may take a little while before I start posting again. Because of my internet and everything, I'm going to cut it. I don't want to use somebody else's internet because I'm moving temporarily with one of my relatives here, and I'll be there for maybe a couple of weeks until I get into the rental I'm moving into. Because I'm selling my condo, I'm moving into a rental. That's a solution I came out with for something bizarre. So that's it. That's the idea. So you right now got the idea about the poem. That's what exactly I'm writing. How far I got successful in taking the vagary out of it, I still have to be vague in my effort, not to reveal too much of information. But I may have to rewrite the poem. When I do the rewrite, I may actually increase the size of the poem in itself, because every rewrite can add a little more. Sometimes it can take some part out. So I'm going to talk to her tonight. I'm going to try, even if she's not agreeing, or even if I'm not agreeing. If she's not agreeing, I will not use her picture. If she's agreeing, I will post this and then rewrite it later. If she says, if I cannot communicate with her at all with her picture, I will post the poem. That's the plan. So that's what exactly I want, because I got to focus. I'm not even looking there. I got to focus. I know Joe is sending me a message. But he is, he's on the side chat. Ruling? That's the word I heard. Who is ruling? I'm ruling? I'm not ruling. I can slow down. Ooh, there is a car right behind me. Girls are drooling here for you. Me? uh, if they are drooling, looking at me, then they need to really get the hell out of their houses and go to somewhere where they can see good-looking guys. Maybe I'm drooling now. Oh, everybody is slowing down. Change lane here. Oh. Because there are plenty of roadworks here, and the 43 north is really crazy at times. So I'm actually taking this out. What is this? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Because there's a big ass truck in front of me. He is getting into my lane. So that's the story about today. That's my thoughts about today. I don't know what did I name it. I only changed I don't remember changing the name on YouTube because setting up on YouTube was quick. The other one was the one that took time. But anyway, split screen, they are receiving it, so good. So, yeah, Joe, if you want, you can actually disconnect me because I cannot turn this off right now. If I try to turn it off, it will become a problem. And this stand is a little loose, that's why it's coming down, showing my big belly. Yeah, I have grown a little heavier these days, way heavier than in December. In about 6 months, it's not that I'm eating a lot. I was not able to 100% follow the diet plan, so sometimes I eat some snacks or things like that. It has a bad effect on me. So once I do all these transitioning, I'm in a transition period, moving from one place to another. So once it is complete, I will completely get back and cut out on the snacks. Meat roll, this thing, pizza. Those kind of things are the ones that is affecting me. Even though I say, I don't want to eat too much of pizza. I eat one slice. One slice of pizza sometimes can be like 500 calories. Totally, I used to take only like 800 calories. So I take 800 calories on the other side and then eat 500 more. Yeah, that is going to stick onto me. That's what's happening to me. So cut everything out and okay. Now coming back to the literary side, because most of the people are literate, they don't want to hear my personal things. If it is just YouTube, I can understand. Literary side, what we will do is we will as we got the setup right this time, instead of relying on somebody else's server, good that we all pulled in. Well, I cannot say I pulled in. I only gave $50 to buy a $3,000 server. But I'm a show guy. I'm one of the guys who have no hesitation showing my face in there. So that's good. That's very good. I can do it regularly, especially when I'm driving like this, giving some news. Broke down car, flat tire. Okay. You go and deal with him. There is somebody who was in front of us. I told you, a big gas truck is in front of me, blocking my everything, there's nothing. Everybody break for nothing. It's not even raining. So now Rachel, Rachel Andrews, Rachel Andrews, told me that she needs to co-host. She needs it's something called TikTok Studio. I have never used it. I may have to use it. I may have to test it out. I run a couple of tests, there, but not from the phone. I ran it from my computer, and I cannot use my computer like that because it is not my computer. My work computer, and that's the only thing I have here right now. So that's the reason why last night Rachel was actually calling me and saying, "Hey, I got to do this live thing on TikTok." I said, "Okay, I'm a TikToker. I mean, I don't know whether I'm a TikToker. I go to TikTok at times." Because some of these, traditional Chinese dances and things like that, I go and watch them. They got nice music. So those shows I go to. Some Middle Eastern shows I would go to, even though I don't understand anything. What these Middle Easterners are saying. So I think today morning when I was in the toilet, I was actually, in TikTok, looking at what are the settings for it, and I found this show where this lady is sitting in her hijab and everything, and she's not speaking Arabic, and I went and asked her, where is she from? She's from Indonesia. I was like, okay. I mean, she speaks English, but she's speaking the Indonesian some local language. Uh, Very very pretty lady, and another lady also was there. She also does live shows. Invited me to her show, and I went there. And there's the same scenario. I mean, that lady I don't think speaks English that good, but the first lady was speaking English very well. I was surprised, to know that people there speak English this well. Maybe she grew up in the Western world, but she speaks English like somewhere. Some people like if you go to New York, you can see a lot of these, different cultural groups. The way they speak, little accenty, but very nice English. Yeah. She said she writes poetry too. I was like, okay. Another person I contacted me and said, okay, I write poetry and I'm from Tunisia. I don't know. I don't know her. I mean, these kind of people are there. So that's what I was checking the messages. I have like a lot of messages. Uh, 455 people are following me there on TikTok. So the hype is, I mean, I didn't do a lot of things. I just post some pictures and make videos and post there. That's it. I don't really go to all these different shows and other things. But who's having time? I don't have time to sit and look for, TikTok dancers, dancing. And, each and every one of these dance shows have competition. And they ask for, coins for which you have to pay. So when it comes to spending money, that's where I'll take 5 steps back. So yeah, they ask for coins and other things. So that's when I take a step aside. Couple of shows I have been. I am not saying I haven't been to any shows. Couple of shows, and yeah, there are some really nice dancers out there. But I think yesterday, I was in a show and this girl started singing, and I made a comment. I don't know whether that went really well with her. I said, I love this girl, because she's very beautiful and she got a lot of makeup and very nice dress and other things, and she was dancing well. And I said, okay, she's a beautiful girl. I love her, but singing is not the best of her talent. Maybe that went a little south with that. She haven't said anything, or everybody else was silent. Even saying one thing because singing was not at the top of, because there is a talent you need to. It's not a talent. Singing comes with a talent. They call it a talent. You need to have good voice. Then the next part is staying in tune. This is a skill that need to be learned. It's not going to naturally come to you. Many people actually get it sometimes, but it still is practice. With practice, you need to get in tune. That means with practice, you are going to get into the note the original song is in, and you are not going to change that note. You can stretch it a bit, you can, lower, but if you change the note, it will go bad. And the tone. These things need to be mastered. It takes practice, and with practice, she got a nice voice. I have to admit that. But she was way off note. So that's sad. So, but that's one of my issues too. I just speak my mind. Whatever that comes to my mind, I just say it, face the consequences. That is my life. So I am pretty close to where I'm supposed to be. I need to meet a person here. He is somebody who needs a little help. So the road, what a big dip. He's there. I think it is his car. Yeah, this is his car. The Toyota RAV4. There are a lot of cars here. Yeah, these guys are waiting for me. Oh man, I'm late or what? What time is it? 11:40? No, I'm supposed to be here by noon. I'm early. So these guys are early too. I am in the parking lot. Okay, guys, I may have to stop this, okay?